Holland.
Normal Holland.
Normal
Yeah,
Holland.
normal Holland.
There is a difference. Normal
Yeah.
Holland's, I would say, playable. I mean, I don't know if Steve's played it. No, I haven't played it in a while. I don't know about Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I have 1,200 battles in it, but I have not played it recently. Yeah, I think playable. You know, in times past, I think it was higher because CVs were worse to face, but now we have CV Norse. A lot of ships have better AA, so you don't need Holland now for some of the best AA in the game. Like everything
That was
got,
good
like, just even Minor, for example. You know, now Minor has way better AA, and I think there's other ships as well. I can't really think of them. AA is just better in general, so you don't need an AADD as much as you used to. And now also the spotting North. I think the AADDs, they're obviously very good, you know, to annoy CV, and it's good for counterplay. CV's obviously still very strong and overpowered. But I think most of the European DDs won't be as strong as they were last year in the tier maker.
Well, there's so many radar DDs now. That's tier 10. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's so many more.
We've got another radar DD Gdansk. Like so many radar. It's not unique to have radar as tier 10 anymore as a DD. It really isn't.
So I'm gonna argue niche because, in my opinion, it is still an amazing long range flutter. It offers that CV protection if you need it. It's got the radar. It's got decent fire starting guns, decent AP, decent capabilities overall. It's great in a div. I think that it still sits perfectly fine right in a div, right even in this meta.
I still like a believer that all the EUDs besides maybe Gdansk are at their best in divs.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say it's way better than Garion in circumstances, and then other times it's going to be a little bit worse. But a Holland in a div is never anything that you're never going to say, I don't want that, especially if you happen to be playing with a CV. I don't like that. Yeah. So to me, I'd rather put that in niche. Do you guys disagree? Agree?
I was going to say put normal Holland in playable, and then we put Tricked Holland.
Tricked and competitive.
And low competitive.
Yeah.
I think Holland's still soft. I think I would rank it the same as Gearing. It's kind of just does whatever you really want to.
Still, it's kind of a slow to do everything. Like it's the damage over time shit.
Things. That's the only problem with Holland compared to Gearing is that you are incredibly slow at doing damage. It takes a while to get damage in the ship.
Yeah,
you need to get floods, then you need to get fires, then you got to repeat the process. Like it takes a while.
It's not really a ship you can clutch up with necessarily, like,
unless you're killing a destroyer.
No,
different.
The only time you ever get clutch with the Holland is if all of a sudden they're turtling and basically you're like, cool, none of my torps are going to miss because it's just they're all in a cluster and you're just able to get flood. Like, that's the only time that Holland all of a sudden clutches.
It synchronizes very well with a fire starting ship on your team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It synchronizes very well.
Oh, yeah. Like with a Gdansk.
Yeah, but there is Tricked Holland, though. There is
Tricked Holland, and for anyone who's wondering, Tricked, this is with Swirsky without the leg mod, because I think the leg mod is actually not suggested if I'm remembering the right leg mod there.
It's a decent leg. Okay. I don't know if it's a must buy. I don't know if it's a must buy leg mod.
Yeah, because you're exchanging it for acceleration. It's not a must buy.
It's not a must buy, but if you want the best concealment, though, I definitely recommend it if you wanted a good concealment ship.
So we're saying Tricked version in competitive.
Low competitive.
Yeah,
I don't think it's very high competitive, but
yeah, okay. So
having access to Swirsky is just so clutch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of nowhere to hide, you get your Vados back when the other people get the smoke back. It's like the same timing. So
yeah, you guys have radar now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but you do. I will say for anyone who's needing seal or anything like that, this line's battle honors is so freaking easy.
True.
Those battle honors, you can get them done in like 2 days if you really grind them out. If you really spend 2 days grinding it out, you have free time. Highly recommend Holland line. So easy to get the battle honors done.
That is the reason why I grinded it a few years ago, because it is the easiest battle. I was like, if you need steel when you're a new player, I'd actually recommend Holland.
Yeah, I would say Holland is probably the best DD for battle honors.
Oh yeah. So this next ship, Harugumo. You both actually messaged me on this one, so I'm gonna let you guys figure out who wants to talk about this, because you guys said that you've changed your mind on this one. It was in niche last year.
Yeah. Well, me and Dino both played base Harugumo.
Before the year maker last year, I hadn't actually played Harugumo. I got Harugumo in December, and then I played it with Makawa recently on the press account.
Makawa makes it super nice.
Man, I love Harugumo. I just want to point that out right now. I just want to point that out. I love Harugumo. Such a great destroyer.
Yeah, it is a really great destroyer. Like, Both me and Dino played on our main accounts.
Yeah, without Makawa.
Yeah, without Makawa. But I played leg mod, and he played.
Yeah, I haven't played leg mod, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about leg mod.
Yeah, I don't know about leg mod either.
Leg mod's kind of suspicious. It's kind of suspicious, the leg mod.
250,000 free XP on it, and I'm not really willing to just throw that away now.
Yeah, it's just so sad for a leg mod.
Yeah, I'd say it's playable.
Yeah.
It's got good range, 3 smokes. It's pretty good at everything. Like, CV is a pretty big problem because you're actually pretty long destroying.
Yeah, super easy.
Okay, FDR almost might be worse because
FDR. Well, I was gonna say FDR mad for because the widespread tours.
Yeah, the widespread tours you literally can't even dodge anything because you're just so long and you're not very. You have to use smoke to dodge CV pretty much. Yeah. Which is why Tricked Harugumo is much even better.
But last year they did buff Harugumo. They did buff it. They took they shaved off. What was it? 10 seconds out the tour.
Yeah, shaved off 10 seconds on the tour. Yeah, okay. Harugumo has been buffed many times, and it's definitely playable at this point. They've done well with it, in my opinion.
I think it's very well balanced now.
Yeah. It is still very much a ship that can die very easily because it's such a long ship. If you get into a torpedo soup situation, you're dead. It's
not very
and I think Tricked I agree with in low competitive, I'd probably say. Just because it's so easy with Makawa, having it there. You don't need the leg mod. It's just Makawa. Because now all of a sudden you just have one more of everything that you have, and what's not to want about that?
4 smokes. Yeah, 4. That is ridiculous. 4 smokes, 3 torpedo reload boosters.
Yeah, 3 torpedo boosters. That's like you're almost doing a Shimakaze torp rush 3 times a game if you want.
You have basically just smokes to last you the whole game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, even then, if you're really farming a Harugumo, you can burn through 4 smokes pretty quickly in that ship because that's how much you stay.
Yeah, I mean, the point is that for me and Dino, like Dino's got like 90 average, I got like 80, but we both got it. Well, I got it when I was not as good at the game.
Yeah.
Same here. That was like, don't look at my numbers. Don't.
Yeah. But it could be 100k average DD. It's very good.
It honestly could be.
It is the GOAT of shooting over islands, in my opinion. The ults
it honestly is though. It actually is though.
But what is the worst at is shooting at DDs outside of like 7-8 kilometers. That's where you can start to struggle, and anything out that you have to be so zoned in to hit anything. It's like almost impossible.
Well, it's just like the gear. It's got mortar arcs and like that, which they have benefits and they also have issues.
Yeah. But yeah, if a DD gets close, you got 10 guns. I mean,
it's a lot of guns at close range.
Yeah,
and the rapid reload on that.
It has a good HP pool too. It's not like it has low HP. There's a lot of HP.
24k HP. It can fight off a lot of DDs. It's nothing to shy at. Nothing to get close to.
For me and Steve, I mean, I would love to put this like Tricked Harugumo meta, but like realistically, it's just that's kind of the sad.
For the regular player, for even the better player, it's gonna be a lot to have to put in there. And once again, you also have a was it 3U smoke of the Gdansk. Like that, or the Bazan, it's just like you already have the easier ships in there to play, doing the exact same thing. So it can't go in meta.
Harugumo's a lot of fun though. There's no better joy than facing a GK pushing you in Harugumo.
Oh,
that's a good day. That's a good day when that happens.
Your main gun hit mission done.
Yep. I love C99 rolling on the GKs.
Yeah, also the only ship that can do under 100 damage.
You can do under 100 damage at tier 10.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, now let's talk about the Hayate. I'm just gonna formally apologize for last year's opinion on it. Last year I put this into playable. This is a way better Shimakaze. And I can't put it to where it was. I put it there in playable. I'd argue because Black Shimakaze is competitive, I'd actually argue Hayate goes right into niche.
Yeah.
It is a mini, especially when you have Makawa, so you could almost go like for Hayate. But it is just a simple, fun, more gun focused, but you still can kind of do the the Shimakaze move with it. But the guns just help it so much more to make it not just the stupid, boring Shimakaze gameplay. So I gotta put it in niche. But where do you guys put the Hayate?
I was gonna put it in niche.
Yeah, same niche. Black Shimmer is kind of like. Black Shimmer has better guns than it now, so I feel
so bad for Hayate players because I feel like they got kind of scammed because then they released Black Shimmer, which is just like the same concept but better. So
yeah, I'll agree with that.
I mean, the only thing you're trading is smoke generator. And it's like with Makawa, you get 3 smoke generators, so it's like yeah, there's something there, but like, I don't know, man. Hayate, yeah, it's decent. It's just, yeah, Black Shimmer is really just a better option. It's faster, better concealment, I think.
But it still has that niche of being a
Shimikaze.
But like it's still better than a regular Shimikaze in my opinion. It just has the more niche aspect to it, especially if you're Makawa. I'd say it's borderline competitive, just due to what you can do. It's just the Black Shimikaze wine.
Hey, Sly, before we move on, can we put Harugumo above Black Shimmer?
Oh yeah, true.
Wait, what?
Move Harugumo in front of Black Shimmer.
He wants, yeah, like Gdansk.
Harugumo is the best. Black Shimmer Harugumo is the best IGN destroyer in the game.
Yeah, best IGN destroyer.
All right, we'll fix that. We fixed it. Boom, done. All right. I think we were just done talking. Oh, no, we had Hayate. Yeah, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, we just finished Hayate.
Oh,
this ship next.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, yep.
This ship that turns heads.
I don't think I have to.
I can't look, man. I enjoy Khaba now, but I can't argue against it. Against stock Khaba, I can't argue against that.
I didn't even play stock Khaba. I didn't even play with that light mod. I couldn't do that to myself.
I played it. I would not recommend it.
No, this is everything. Like, it's the size of a Gdansk, but it has no benefits of it.
You have no gun range. You have 0 gun range for a ship this big.
It's so bad. It's such a bad ship. And in my opinion, it almost needs to slow the Groza Void. It just needs to have better maneuverability and or just
don't even mention that. Like, come on. I have no gun range and honestly, I have no maneuverability. Like, bro.
A 1k health buff would be nice too, because like for a big DD, like compared to like Vogolo and Gdansk, it's in Harugumo, like it's not really got that health.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Steve, you remember those torps though?
Yeah,
the 58 torps. Why does the torps go 58? You have like Somer's torp speed on this.
It's a serious problem. Like
at least you hit hard with them.
No, the torps themselves aren't bad. The problem is that they never reach the target because the range is so bad and the speed is bad. So like, what?
Yeah, if someone can tone out and outrun the torpedoes, like you're right in front of the face, and they can just tone out and dodge the torpedoes.
Look,
like,
if you want to do short range torps right, do it like Paolo. Paolo has garbage torp range, but at least Paolo torps go 70 knots, so you can't miss at that range. Like, they're gonna hit the target at 4 kilometers.
Oh yeah,
they should be the same with Khaba. They should at least be faster torps.
But you can kind of fix the Khaba, right?
There's a lot of Khaba problems with Lekma. You can fix a lot of his problems with
Lekma.
You can fix a lot of his problems.
It's playable.
Oh yeah. Like, now, is it more playable than Delny?
I'd say
that's hard. It's harder than Delny, but it's probably more potential than Delny.
Yeah, like it's got the extra turret. It does hit DDs,
and it actually has smoke.
Well, no, I was gonna say, Steve, it has harder hitting torps. So if you have to YOLO, it's better than Delny in that sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd actually say the Tricked Khaba is better than Delny, just due to the capability of the extra turret and a one use of smoke.
Yeah, you get one smoke, so you can like bully Smolensk once.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta bully Smolensk. Gotta.
With like modded camo, it has pretty good range. Like it really does. It really has almost a common range. Like it's really good range.
Should we talk about a ship that definitely bullies Smolensk?
Yes.
Kleber, in my opinion, I don't think there's anyone going to be arguing with this one. Kleber just holds itself in meta perfectly fine.
I think Steve says it best every time when he describes Kleber.
Yeah, like the way I describe Kleber is what is the counter to it? There's no ship that you can be like, yeah, I can take Kleber on with it. Yeah. And you can't catch it. That's the first problem. Like, if you out DPM it can just easily escape you. But the thing is, like, it can take on all of the DDs in here. At least it can do an even trade. The only problem is that, like with Vogolo has 3k health advantage. So you really have to be...
Same with Gdansk.
Yeah, same with Gdansk.
Yep.
But, I mean, just to have 4 rapid reloads. Like, rushing a battleship, hitting them with a rapid reload all on the stone, and if you can get 12 torps into them, you could probably kill that battleship.
It's a really good YOLO boat. It's a really, really good YOLO boat.
It is what the Delny needs to be, just with a Russian version of it. Like, it's just the Kleber does everything that the Delny wants to do, but easier than the Delny.
Yeah, Delny's a really easy version of Kleber. The problem is that Kleber is so much more rewarding once you get it down. It is so much more
it's got so much more firepower, so much more capability. Just everything that it does is better than the Delny. Except for
the
arcs are weird.
Super AP focused. If you get that AP DPM going.
That AP be slapping Kleber.
Yeah, like you can take on all the CLs.
Yeah, pretty
Even
much.
Austin, you can if you're running away from Austin, you shouldn't die. If you're both pushing into each other, you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
But like if
There's
you can
I
small
position
was
ones
yourself
if you're
well,
pushing in.
I was playing Kleber the other day, and I was losing a lot of games. I was pretty mad. So when I found a Minotaur in Kleber, I did not let that Minotaur have any time to have a good day. That guy did 4K in the span of 5 minutes against Kleber. He did 4K damage. That
yeah,
dude was
you
suffering like I've never seen a Minotaur suffer.
twice on Bob's
Ouch.
stream I faced him Kleber versus Colbert, and he shot me the whole game, and he no wait, it was Hindenburg versus Colbert one time, and the other time was Colbert versus
Oh yeah,
Colbert.
I faced Hindenburg too. If you face it like unless the Hindenburg player is goaded, like dude, I
Yeah,
made
no.
Hindenburg. I made a Hindenburg player shoot HE because that's how mad they got at me at range. They were shooting HE at range. They got pissed off beyond
That's
belief facing Kleber.
Oh yeah. No, the moment Hindi brings out HE is that that person is just frustrated.
Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, realistically, what are you gonna do against Kleber at 11 kilometers? You can shoot
Yeah,
it. Nah, I'm gonna dodge. I have 46 knots. I go 52 with speed boost.
Oh
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll DPM me. Nah, I have reload 3. No problem.
and
What are you
even
gonna do?
like if a Malta tries to drop you a torch, you're literally
You
faster
can
than the
outrun the
Malta's
torps. You
torpedoes.
can outrun it.
So it's actually really good at dodging. It's good at dodging. It's really good at dodging. It's
just
like
from raw
Daring,
speed.
but
Just from raw speed.
The
yeah,
only
it's like
reason this is not the best destroyer in the game is because Gdansk is so good at farming damage. Like, it farms even better than Kleber. That's the craziest part about Gdansk. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Now,
well,
is it
yeah.
better than Daring? Like, where would you position it? Is it right where it
That's
needs to
so
be?
hard, man. That's so
I
hard. It's such good ships.
Oh yeah.
Like, Daring has
yeah,
such
that
good
is
torps, but like
tough.
Kleber's guns, man, it's just so good.
I'd actually
Ooh,
argue Kleber is better than Daring at times, but I'd still put Daring just because of the capabilities that it brings. So the skill
it's
cannon,
yeah,
the skill ceiling of Daring, I feel like is just slightly higher than
yeah.
Kleber's.
The
Kleber
skill,
still has
well,
good potential, though.
Daring's
Kleber still has good potential.
okay. They both have
They both.
ridiculous
I
potential.
know,
Like
right?
Yeah,
It's
that's no
crazy.
one's
Kleber's
arguing
torch
that.
reload in like 52 seconds, but Daring can hit Doom Spears into every single torpedo every time. So the potential
Yeah.
on both of those is crazy. You just have to realize that.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely like all 5 of those. Just get them all. Just if you're grinding DDs, you're a DD player. This is the reason why actually DD meta right now is in there. Is there's so many damn good DDs. It's so well balanced. So okay, Lushun Gaming Dino.
Ah, yes. The ship that should not have gotten torpedo booster. I just want to
Yeah,
make this clear.
why did this thing get
I
buffed?
didn't ask for torpedo booster. I just so everyone's aware. I don't know why I got it. To be quite honest with you, I mean that's certainly one way to buff a ship. I've never seen a ship gotten a buff like that, but
Yeah.
it's definitely competitive.
Top of competitive though?
I don't know about top of competitive, but it's about I'd probably get above Black Shimmer a little bit.
Yeah.
Intention, but
tell us how fun the Lushun is now.
I mean, before the buffs, the ship was already fun. Like the only thing that held Lushun back was that you got 5 destroyer matchmaking in that day. Just kind of it did well, but like it was just kind of boring facing 5 destroyers every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you get those kind of games, you're pretty much playing a druid or a Ragnar. Like
You're
you're
just playing a
pretty much only
druid or
using a
Ragnar,
gun.
exactly. But
You're only using a gun.
when you face a battleship for this thing, man, I would never want to be battleship facing this thing. Dude, you have a destroyer that is farming you with HE at 9 kilometers. That the moment you take half its HP, it's gonna heal everything like nothing happened. The moment it decides it wants to go stealth, it's torpedoing you with 15 deep water torpedoes. Like, it is such an annoying ship to face when you're dealing with it at range in a battleship. Now, the balancing factor to Lushun is that Lushun gets absolutely demolished at close range with all the gunboats like Kleber, Morgolo, Gdansk. You don't have torps to deal with them.
Yeah, they could just rush you, and like, what are you gonna do? Literally,
Against
there's
Daring,
nothing.
it's a little weird because Daring doesn't have as much. It doesn't have the alpha strike like the other
No.
ones, so it takes a little longer for a Daring to kill you. So against the hybrid, you're fine. But against any of the large gunboats, it's not really a fun fight.
No, it's not going to.
Yeah, you can
Lushun is
out-heal.
tanky. That's about it. Like tanky,
Yeah,
and it
it has a lot of health. It has a lot of health
can
potential.
do. Yeah.
Oh, they buffed the HP. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they buffed HE. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Or AP.
They buffed it like by 1K.
Yeah.
And
No,
also
Lushun. It's just I think
Well-
about a druid. It's more fun druid to me at least.
Yeah, it's not harder end, I'd say. Also, it's still a slow destroyer without speed boost. So something to keep in mind is that you have to kind of maintain what you're gonna do, where you're gonna position yourself.
Yeah.
And the HE alpha is actually quite low. It has really good AP, but the HE, like, you have good fires, but like the HE alpha is low, so it takes a while to kill things with the guns alone. You kind of rely on your torps for that. but Lushun's a solid destroyer overall.
Steve, anything to add?
No, I haven't really played it, so but I 1v1 Dino a ton with it. It's tough for like hybrid DDs to kill it. Like
Yeah, the hybrids will
Vampire and
struggle.
Daring, I could not really get the edge because the health difference is just too much.
Now, like I said, when you play Gumbos though, yeah, it's not even fair. It's over.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
Oh yeah. No, I've dealt with the Lushun even in my Delny, and I can still beat it out over it's just.
You just need high alpha and decent enough reload to kill it.
Yeah. So, all right, now Marceau.
He's been saying it so much. Like...
Yeah, no, I've been saying it too much. Oh my god, Marceau. I'd actually. So I'm gonna say my piece. Okay. You two can fire back if you disagree. Marceau, unfortunately, because of Bazan, has been made almost functionally irrelevant in this game. But that does not mean that it is still not a very competitive and solid DD, because it very much has those Kleber guns, it has a crapload of torpedoes that are long range, it can do a lot. But once you have Bazan, there is no real need, especially in the current meta, to go back to the Marceau. And also, once you have Kleber, you just feel like the guns are just much stronger.
Okay.
So that's my pick. I would go.
The way I see Marceau is I played Marceau is my most tier 10 destroyer right now, even over Ragolo, because I got it before Ragolo. The way I see Marceau, Kleber is a better ship. There's really no way around it. Yeah. Kleber has more capabilities, you have more range, you have better AP. Marceau though is a better Delny because you technically are still an HE spammer like Delny, except you're just better at it. You have the highest destroyer stock DPM in the game. You have really good torques compared to Delny. You have basically the same concealment as Delny, and you go 50 knots like Kleber. So I kind of see it as an in-between between Kleber and Delny, which is not a bad thing. It's a premium, it's a fun shit. The fire chance is kind of suspicious, but sometimes you get fire, sometimes you don't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly right.
But it still is very good guns. You can still fend off against a lot of this hybrids, and even some of the gumbos like Delny, you can fend yourself. Because you just have such good DPM. And it's a really easy ship to play compared to Kleber, like Delny. Because it's an HE spammer, you have Kleber guns. You have really easy torps to use because they have better range. Better concealment than Kleber, but again, you have less range than Kleber. The guns are just worse than Kleber once you learn how to use Kleber guns. But it's still a solid ship and competitive, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know, Steve, you go, sorry.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, wait, I forgot what I was gonna say. No. Yeah, I was gonna say that it actually does have more count. The reason why I put it competitive is because, like, there's more things that can fight off of Marceau than they can fight off of Kleber. Like, more cruisers can fight off of Marceau easier. Like, Kleber can pop up your face and hit rapid reload and do a ton of damage to a light cruiser. Marceau's not going to do that without hitting torpedoes. Like, Kleber can still miss his torpedoes and still do, like, 20k.
Yeah.
And Marceau kind of needs more 12 hits to do his damage. Like, Kleber can get away with pretty heavy on the guns.
Yeah.
Which is really more useful and it's easier to use, I guess, in that sense. You don't have to YOLO as much.
Best 2DD div in the game gotta be Kleber Marceau. That is a hilarious div to be right. I love that div. I love that div.
Yeah,
like at least we played 300 battles with that division.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just know the Marceau, we put it in last year in meta, and I was like, it's not meta anymore. It's not.
No.
Even then, I think it was a stretch last year.
I think it was a stretch.
Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it on the list?
Oh, in between these?
Ooh. I probably rank it over Druid.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Because that's sword power.
Even over Black Simmer, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll probably put below Tricked Harugumo.
Yeah.
I'd actually rank it over Lushun because you have what's it called, speed, so you can relocate if you need to.
Yeah, you have
speed and a crap load.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that you have 5 speed.
5 engine boost forwards. That is
unlike Kleber, you can kind of just like go 50 knots the entire game. You don't even have to worry about it.
And it is one of the ships that actually uses Ujard very well. You can just basically constant speed.
Which is hilarious.
Oh Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Ragnar.
I would probably put it in competitive, I guess. It's kind of the same as Druid.
I'd say
It's
it's as the same as Tricked Island. It does everything that the Tricked Island does, just doesn't have the torps, but its guns are so much better.
yeah, it's so much better. Best disposition in the game. Radar level 3 at tier 10. Only radar level 3 at tier 10.
Yep.
Bro, Ragnar
Best
guns
AA
are just
for
Ragnar
DD.
guns are some beautiful work of art.
Yeah, but like 1500, isn't it like 1500 small caliber AA damage?
Yup.
Or
With
something crazy
DFA
like
up, you
that?
have probably the best small caliber AA in the game. By
yeah.
a long, not by a long shot, but by a pretty large margin.
Yeah.
It's DFA 4 too, so the range increase.
Yeah, the range gets
Yeah.
increased too.
So you don't even have to worry about the CV. Something to mention: 26k HP with an extra heal, so you just don't die either. As long as you don't overextend yourself, you have the same health potential as a Lushun without super heals. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
kind of ridiculous.
But I'd say it's low competitive just due to
Well,
it really
you don't
doesn't
have
have
torps.
the you don't have torps, and you really don't have a lot of capability with the guns if you go into a really heavy battleship meta because
That's
you're just so large.
it has the same problem as Druid.
Yeah,
It's just HE focused instead, so it's a little easier to use. But
Yeah,
it's the problem with Druid where you're kind of limited by the fact that you only have guns.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd say it's a little bit funner
should we
than
put that in
Druid.
niche then?
Nah, I'd still argue it's competitive though because you have radar, so it's still very very good in a div. You have amazing AA.
No.
Unlike Druid, you can actually kite, so that gives you a little more options than a Druid when it comes to facing a cruiser. Like I would rather play Ragnar against like a Hindenburg.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not Hindenburg. That's not a good example. I guess maybe like an
The average
what's a good
Hindenburg though, yes.
maybe average Hindenburg because you can kite, so you're not kind of. Actually, no, Venezia. That's going because Druid is not like Venezia. Unlike Druid, you're not forced to face the fight because of the Venezia. You can just kite it at 11 kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Ragnar is probably right where it needs to be. It's just low competitive.
It's like Tricked Holland.
Yeah.
Works very well in divs. Not the best soul, not the best shit for damage, but
No.